Hey Internet. So in this video, I will discuss if this universe is a simulation, what would the admins do? So this is like an off-topic random video from my usual uploads. So premise, this universe is a simulation. I know the theory has been proven false by researchers and scientists, at least for the conventional computer's ability to simulate everything in the universe. But for this video, let's just explore the possibility that it's true rather than false. Otherwise, this video would not exist. Okay, so films such as The Matrix, Player Ready 1 have popularized the idea of simulation hypothesis in these recent times, modern times, I guess. So, if you're not familiar with these films, watch these films. You don't need to, but they kind of give you an idea of what a simulation film is about. So, these films focus more on the subject, which is the beings inside the world, the AI, inside the simulation. So, if you break down the choices, you've got basically four. You've got continue existing or don't exist. So, those are two. Find a way to escape to the real world, or find a way to manipulate the simulation to your liking. So it just comes down to those four choices, really. But in this video, we're focusing on the system administrators slash simulators. So we're not focusing on the puppets, we're focusing on the puppet master, who's pulling the strings, who's running the scenario or the simulation. Before we can answer what the admins will do, we need to look at why, or some possible whys. Why run the simulation in the first place? What purpose does it serve? So, coming from an engineering background, these are all very common reasons why you would run a simulation. So you would want to run it to predict behaviors of internal, external forces. So if you're applying like a load on a subject, and then you want to test what kind of reactions that subject would face. So I guess also to problem solve and test solutions, but I guess that's for everything. So yeah, it's more cost effective running a simulation than taking it real world action, so making it in reality, measuring time calculations and time cost. Another reason why you would run a simulation, just to check how long it takes to produce. Reducing risk in terms of safety, so you would run a simulation just to check what happens in a dangerous scenario. So purposes on a universal scale. Simulating possible locations for rare resources, exploring new worlds, military warfare, planetary invasion, historical purposes, finding a possible solution from the past to solve a present problem, seeking a specific outcome. I mean, that's pretty universal. Doesn't, I mean, yeah, that's basically what any purpose, right? Just to seek a specific outcome. Entertainment, maybe the admins are just bored. And escape from reality, again, maybe they're bored or reality's just really that bad. Alright, so without further ado, what would the admins slash the simulators do? These are all very generic. So first of all, they would probably just continue repeating the simulations until they meet their specific goal. Uh, Again, pretty obvious. They would delete or discontinue once their goal has been met. Maybe they've been entertained and they can stop running the simulation. Or they found what they're looking for and they no longer need to run the simulation anymore. Or if like the AIs have become too self-aware or they know that they are in a simulation and they pose a risk, I guess the simulation is deleted. So real life example of that is Facebook deleting their AI because they went off script and got terminated. So another reason, I guess this is the entertainment sector, they would just port sentient AI from the simulation into the real world. Why? Out of curiosity or just for entertainment and they were just bored. So manipulate the simulation for amusement. Yeah, I guess they could. So if we are in the simulation, I guess they could drop a meteor on us and see what would happen to Earth, I guess. Or they could, potentially just put a black hole in our sun and see what would happen. All kinds of manipulations. Okay. And I guess transferring their consciousness into the simulation because their reality just sucks. But I guess if they've got the technology to do that, I'm pretty sure they didn't want to be trapped inside the simulation. So those are all very common scenarios. I'm hoping that they just stick to option 1, maybe option 3. Because option 2 getting deleted sounds pretty scary. And yeah, let's not hope for option 5 where they drop a meteor on us. Okay. Thanks for watching. Hope you had a great day. Be sure to like, subscribe, share with your friends, ring the bell, turn on all notifications. Leave a comment below what you think of the simulation theory. Do you think it's real? Do you think it's not? I mean, don't get me wrong. Conventional computers can't simulate the universe, like everything in the universe. But perhaps there will be future computers that can. Okay. So leave a comment if you also enjoyed this video. If not, that's okay. Leave a comment on would you hop if this is a simulation, would you transfer your, I guess, AI consciousness into the real world? Okay, until next time, see ya.